So Jupiter the Hybrid has been off the grid for a few weeks, ever since burning his ponies live on stream. And if you haven't seen that yet, I did a video on it a few weeks back. It is just ridiculous. And that's because Jupiter's girlfriend, who he believes is 15 years old, told him to do so. And he went and did it, as you see on screen right now. You know, those flames were kicking. But this is just the stupid stuff that Jupiter gets up to on like a weekly or monthly basis at this point. He goes away for a little while and he comes back with a bunch of TikToks. We're doing some loony stuff like that. But obviously the elephant in the room is the fact that Jupiter still thinks he's in a relationship with a 15-year-old. And every time I start a video on this guy, I always remind people that Jupiter's like electronics and all were seized by the police back in June of last year. You know, the police are well aware of this guy. You just gotta let them take their time and do what they need to do. But it's always worth mentioning that so that people can please be safe if you ever see this dude trying to come into any online circles. He's made it known before that he also uses like Snapchat and also Discord now to get in touch with minors. And it's just a really messed up situation. But I'm not the police, I'm just somebody who laughs at crazy sickos on the internet, and Jupiter is no different, despite being like probably the worst I've ever looked at here on the channel. As you can see though, he has a bunch of TikToks up, and they're outlandish. This is the same guy who again has said before that he is like the spawn of Satan. Not even the spawn of Satan, he's Satan himself. But in this first TikTok we're looking at here, Jupiter says, "To those who have hatred for me, I am not evil, but a dark angel in disguise as a human, just waiting for the day of judgment, the end of times, where all the trumpets sound signaling Jesus' return, to be healed and ascend to heaven to be with my mother." Now, if this was anyone else saying this, it wouldn't be that crazy. I mean, it wouldn't be crazy at all. But actually, it would be pretty crazy. I'm just talking about that last line right there, talking about ascending to heaven to be with his mother. Again, Jupiter is someone who's made it known that he's like into the dark arts. He's like a, you know, like a Satanist type guy. And in this video, he has his demon eyes, and then he's reverting back to his human form because he's an angel, a dark angel. And he's doing like 3 or 4 signs of the crosses just to show that. This video is just the most backwards one I feel like Jupiter has posted, because if you know anything about this guy, he's going against like everything he claims to believe in. But we all know how this dude really is. He doesn't really, his mind's not all there. Jupiter's a pretty crazy bastard. And yeah, we're gonna come back to his mother in a little bit soon, because something else he posted is just like the just wait till later, trust me. In this one, Jupiter says, "Don't let fame and fortune corrupt you like it did me. I am far from redemption, but you aren't. Don't fall like I did. Thanks, Shadow Raven." It honestly just sounds like he's thanking himself. And I mean, he's saying that don't let fame and fortune corrupt you. Jupiter he never had fame and fortune. The first thing that anyone ever saw of this guy was like over on Linda Binda's channel, where he was talking about how he's, you know, a predator and how he likes his pony wife and all this. Like, there was never anything likable about Jupiter even from day one. But in his mind, he thinks he had like this rapturous fan base. They were so crazy about Jupiter, and then the predator stuff happened and, you know, he ruined it all. And it's not like that. You were always like kind of despised from the beginning. But Jupiter believes that, you know, he's far from redemption, but he can get there. We all know that he is so, not only are you so far from redemption, like you are miles and miles away. You're on a different continent from redemption, Jupiter, and there's no boat for you to come back on. But here's the best part. Let me tell you how I was recording this video, right? I screen recorded Jupiter's TikTok, and eventually I got to this one here where it's just an image of his face. And I was like, okay, look, it's a still image of Jupiter. I thought it was supposed to be a TikTok, you know, something was supposed to happen here. But then I realized this is just the first of 35 pictures in this post. Now, we're gonna go through some of them here, but not the second one, because it's like a shirtless anime person. And look, with all the stuff I've been through on this channel with your white Bowsers of the world, which for some reason is gonna come up soon, which is like, just wait. Again, this video gets so much crazier, I promise you that. But these anime things Jupiter are posting are just weird to me. I don't understand why they all have like some of them have like dog ears and shit. I'll show you this one. Like, this is just one of the ones with the dude with the shirt on. Like, I don't know what this is, but it's weird to me. I mean, I don't think these are furries, but I don't know. All I know is this. After seeing like 5 of these pictures in a row, I just assumed, oh, okay, it's a picture of Jupiter, and then maybe these are all like his favorite characters, and it's going to be like 35 pictures of him. But no, the next picture is Jupiter and his big happy family. Now, this one caught me off guard because I did not expect to see Jupiter's head just poking out of the side of the screen like that. But this is a picture of him, his pony wife, Sheratora, and all the ponies. And I don't know why he's posting this just days after burning them alive. Like, I don't know if this is him trying to be like, yo, like, I got you. I didn't actually burn them, but I'm pretty sure he actually burnt them. So this must be a picture of the past. He's reminiscing on good times before he committed that heinous act. And it's not like it's just one picture of this. Here's another one, just in case you weren't sure if that was Sheratora or not. It is. That must have been like a nice morning that the family was having in bed. Jupiter took that picture of them before he shuffled off to work to support his family. But no, it can't be just a nice, stable household with Jupiter. He always has to end it in, like, it always has to go down in flames, and boy, did it this time. Again, here's another picture of just all the stuffed animals on the bed. Okay, like, I'm not really sure why he keeps showing this, but he does, in fact, keep showing this. So then you'd assume, right, that it'd just be another picture of the ponies? Well, ladies and gentlemen, when you think you have the answers, Jupiter changes it up to a picture of his fucking face again. And he's just staring into your soul, man. Like, I don't know. I'd rather him use the little snake eye filters, because seeing his actual eyes, it's just, nah, man, those eyes got some evil behind them. And so if the pattern's to be correct, I believe in the next one we will, yes, okay, and we get another picture of Jupiter. In this one, his hair is completely unkempt, but like in every one that is. I mean, look at this one. It progressively gets worse. The pictures are getting more grainy. His hair is getting more messed up. Maybe this is like a time lapse of each day without a shower. Oh, get the fuck out of here. This one's just him showing off his nipple. I'm not going to show you guys it, but this is... This makes me think he's hacked again, didn't post this, but the other stuff he's posting is like actually videos of him, like, so... Well, you know what, you're not getting lucky on this one. I'm actually showing you all that one. He just looks like... It's like any fat Italian dude at the beach. Okay, so now we get another, like, close-up of his face. Of course, we needed that. And then we jump to the skull pictures and the creepy devil pictures. That one, the Darth Maul-looking one. And then we go back to the flaming skull, and then over to a furry. That's a real furry. Another creepy face, and then the creepiest face. It's back. And it's just another picture of Jupiter staring right at you. And then he hits us with this one. What a suave-looking bastard that is. Again, like, there's no way he's posting these, right? But he is. Of course he is. Oh, we're back to the ponies now. This is just him and Sheratora, like, just a moment between the two. Again, it's so sad to know how their relationship ended when there were moments like this where he clearly could have spent his whole life with that pony. A few months back, we did an interview with Jupiter the Hybrid that you can find here on the channel, and I had told him that why don't you just stop looking for actual companionship and just live your life with that pony? Like, just lock yourself in your room, or like go to the woods somewhere away from like everyone else and just live life with that pony doll. Like, really, he claims to love it, so why not? It'll keep him away from like any victims. And that's a word I don't use lightly, but in Jupiter's case it is. Because I'd like to remind you guys that Jupiter isn't somebody that like keeps this stuff hidden. He makes it known that he has no problem like hurting people. He wants to bury people in like grave plots in random places in Melba, Idaho. And the thing is, has he ever actually done this? No, probably not. But people who talk about it so freely and so passionately because he thinks it's a really cool thing, these are the people that need to be like put on a watch list. Now, like the stuff with him trying to date minors, he's absolutely done that. He's admitted to doing that. But with all the talks about violence that he always like spews out there, it makes me worried that anytime this dude somehow, some way finds a girlfriend, or really anyone who's like a friend, anything like that, this dude is going to be a danger to them. We then go to the next picture, though, where it's just more selfies of Jupiter. This time he's putting up a peace sign blocking out one of his eyes. The hair is just, again, looking more and more just all over the place. Then we jump to this one where it's again, just Jupiter looking confused. I don't know what the purpose was for all these pictures. He probably just put like his most recent 35 pictures in there. Then we have a pentagram, then another pentagram, and then a blue-faced demon again, and then his favorite meme of all time, the "offended you are, a shit I don't give." Such a classic Yoda line. Oh, a third pentagram. Dude, I will lose my mind if there's a fourth. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about, a fourth pentagram. No, you jumped the shark with the fifth one. Then there's that one, I don't even know what that was. And then we end up finally on the 35th picture, the Yoda meme again. What a catalog of pictures, Jupiter. In the next one, someone says the kitten Discord is, and it's a bunch of throwing up emojis. And Jupiter responds, really? You're playing with fire, you will get burned. I have no idea what this could mean. If I were to make it just a shot in the dark, I would say it's someone accusing Jupiter of having like a weird Discord. Jupiter's response, though, makes me think like this might be his actual Discord and he's just mad that people are exposing it. Again, I referenced the interview we did with Jupiter a few months back. Every time he gets caught with something, he just gets really upset when people bring it up to him. And that's exactly what could be going on here. I would have to look into this a little more, but really, when it has a name like that, the kitten Discord, yeah, I'm not touching that one. We then jump a few days ahead to a cleanly shaven Jupiter. Now, why he shaved but didn't get a haircut, I don't understand, but Jupiter says, I am not one to play with. Don't play with fire or you will get burned. And when I am done with my enemies, there will only be ashes where their bodies once were. That's you're standing on the ashes of where your pony wife once was. I'm pretty sure this is right out back of the group home where again the aforementioned fire took place. He says these things, but I'm pretty sure Jupiter, knowing him, probably burnt himself a little bit while that fire was going on, while he was trying to put it out. Again, though, this is one of the demons from the underworld. This dude knows what he's talking about. He then puts up another one that says, I will always return, and I refuse to be beaten or let those I love get hurt. That is my solemn oath as a man and as a werepire lord. And then he turns into a skull again, not a werepire lord. You know, Jupiter, this would have been a perfect time for one of your, like, you know, your furry things or whatever they are. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the most ridiculous post of the day. Look, I don't even know if I can show this on YouTube. I mean, like, I'm gonna, and like, I know I say that a lot, but in this one particular occasion, it's a specific word that I don't know if YouTube likes that much, especially when it's plastered over Jupiter's mom's fucking face. Listen, okay, so I need to explain to you why this is just so wild. So Jupiter says, he puts up this picture, right? He didn't write that himself. He said, whoever defiled my mom whoever defiled my mom's picture will pay dearly. So that picture, that's what? Alright, so from what I can gather, someone sent that picture to Jupiter, and then he went and posted it here on his TikTok to show people, I guess, that it does in fact exist. But yeah, man, whoever made that picture, you're gonna be paying dearly. But that wasn't the last thing Jupiter posted. He then posted this video where someone told him to, like, stop talking to little girls, and of course, because Jupiter, like, thinks he's in the right all the time, he made this TikTok with the soundbite of the Call of Duty zombies, like the bye-bye thing, you know, telling this person to leave, like he's, I guess, just shooing them away. I don't even know why he makes these. Like, people are saying things to him that he absolutely does do. There's evidence behind this. He's admitted it. The police have his electronics, for Christ's sake, and he just makes TikToks making light of this. This is something that should have put him behind bars a long time ago. And speaking of somebody that should be behind bars, okay, about a week ago, this has to be something that he was tricked into doing. So he says, Earl Dube, aka the White Bowser, a child predator. I warned you. Now you suffer my wrath. First off, let me just say, both of you just suck. You're both just the absolute worst. Now, with that out of the way, I do not know who told him, who got in his ear and told him that Bowser was going at him. Now, here's the thing. Bowser's been trying to, like, butt heads with a lot of lolcows recently because he's trying to embrace his lolcow status. There's a reason we haven't been covering White Bowser. It's because everything that he's doing just sucks. And so now, for some reason, Jupiter is calling him out for the same thing that Jupiter himself is, and I don't know how this started, but nothing ever came of it. Jupiter decided to post this picture, like, again, like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I bet you he doesn't even know it's either on his page or who Earl is. I just made no sense. I remember getting, like, messages from people saying, like, holy shit, like, now Jupiter's calling him out, when it was clear from the beginning that I don't even think Jupiter knows fully, like, anything about Bowser. So unless these two just start, like, going at each other on streams or some random shit, I'd be shocked if they ever have any actual interaction. But yeah, just caught me off guard seeing Jupiter posting this out of nowhere, calling out Earl, but here it is. And in Jupiter's final TikTok, he says, "To all who oppose me, know that you will never have the balls to end me, because I am still here and you all can't ever silence me. This is my war cry." Now, first off, let me say again, for like the 10th time this video, that when I first read this, I was like, okay, he's clearly hacked, because he's not, there's no way he'd sit here and tell people, come on, bring it. You don't got the balls to come do anything about it. But he's saying this is his war cry, and the song he's singing, like, it matches up and everything. Like, I'm 99% sure Jupiter posted this himself. And then I just gotta ask, like, you know, a lot of these guys are aware of the situations they're in. Like, Bowser's one of them. Nova Online's, like, probably another, to where, like, I highly doubt he would, like, press everybody and tell them to, like, you know, come fight me, bro. Jupiter, though, Jupiter's said it before. Like, Jupiter makes no qualms about it. He thinks he's a little badass, but when he says stuff like that, it always makes me scratch my head, because I know he doesn't know, like, how much the internet actually hates him, and for that matter, how much they hate all predators. And Jupiter, you're no different. So when you want to like press people like this and tell people, come on, bring it, like, don't be surprised when the internet brings it like in full force. Jupiter, though, this was a few days ago. He's been off the grid again, and maybe he'll come back in like a week and start like making these cringy TikToks again. But I think we can all hope that maybe he just, you know, ends up in jail, like where he should have been for a long time. But we'll have to see what happens next with this guy's story. There's really nothing else on Jupiter for me to talk about, but if anything else goes down, I'll be sure to cover it here on the channel. Thank you guys for always sticking by me and watching these videos to the end. But man, it's so wild to see how far Jupiter's story has come, because I think from even last summer when I first made my video on him, I just really hoped we wouldn't be seeing a lot of this guy, and we continue to see more and more of this guy. It's kind of crazy, because if I were to go back like a year and a half, and you were to give me a list of all the lolcows we covered on the channel, and you were to tell me how many of these guys will be in prison come like a year's time, well, Daniel Larson would have been one of them, and that one came true. Chris Chan would have still been in there. Bowser would have been in there. Jupiter would have been in there. But guess what? None of these guys are in jail. I mean, Chris is out of jail. The only one that's in there is Daniel Larson, and Bossman Jack just got out the other day. But I'm not going to lump him in with these creeps. It's just the fact that he was the most recent cow in jail. And with all that being said, I guess the point is, one of these days we're going to see this dude in handcuffs. I'm almost certain of that. But until that day comes, always keep an eye on this guy, because it's better that people on the internet are just messing with him than him actually going out there and like trying to hurt kids or hurting like any type of vulnerable person. So I guess that's my point. I don't know, man. These TikToks are just so all over the place. I knew I had to make a video though and to show you guys these, because when I saw them the other day, I was stunned. And yeah, with that being said, I'm going to head out of here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.